What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I got you guys a little treat today for the video. So this little series that I'm gonna start off is basically a build series of a lot of cars of buddies of mine and people I know that have some serious cars, man. Serious builds. They have pretty nice, sweet cars, and not many people know about it because they don't really shine the light on them. A lot of big YouTube channels put videos of some crazy cars, you know, and overhyped cars. Not saying overhyped in a bad way. I'm just saying, you know, it's something that shines up. They get their light shined on more than others. And there's a lot of great builds out here that nobody really sees and nobody knows about. And I kind of want to show it to everybody on YouTube. So today we're gonna do a little interview of my friend Ovi. He has a pretty nice 240 LS swap twin turbo. So you guys are in for a treat.
How you doing? My name is Ovi, and this is my 1995 NISSAN 240sx, and I've had this car for over 10 years. I originally bought it from the original owner back in 2011, 2012. My wife helped me get the car, and then I dated it for about 2.5 years after that. Stock, completely stock, high power steering, AC, all the 9 yards. And then once I was able to buy another car, I ended up turning it into a project. And we started off with boosting the original KA that had like 400,000 miles in it. We ended up going with a 50mm Garrett. We kept the power steering and the AC, so I still drove the car almost every other day. It was on the 85. It made about 300 horsepower and about 10 pounds of boost. I think we didn't go any higher than that. That was more than enough for that time. Then I really wanted to put a V8 in the car, and we ended up, you know, budget-wise, we ended up finding a small block Ford 5.0 from a Fox body, push rod motor. We ended up putting it in the car with a T5 5-speed manual transmission motor. And it was very fun because, you know, a lot of torque. Time, I think it weighed about 2,700 pounds with me in it. Then we ended up getting into a lot of cash days and big racing, so we ended up switching the T5 for a turbo 350 with a trans brake, and then we threw a 200 shot of nitrous under the small block Ford. It made a little over 400 horsepower. It was a stock small block Ford with a very mild cam. And yeah, it was, we had a lot of fun. It worked really well in the street.
Pastelazo.
Not too much horsepower, and being a pretty balanced car, it just it dead gripped most of the time with just one burnout. The production cars started getting a lot faster than that, so we ended up switching to the LS platform, which it's an amazing motor. We ended up getting a 6.0 liter from a Hummer. We refreshed it up with some new bearings, and we put a nitrous cam from BTR for nitrous. So it was a nitrous built motor at that time. We ended up throwing about a 250-300 shot of nitrous through it, and I don't know what the car made on nitrous, but our motor with the 6.0 made 427 to the wheels with the drag through the auto, and the car moved very well on nitrous and our motor.
Ready? 1, 2, 3!
Then we switched up to boost. We went with a single eBay turbo. Car made about 700 horsepower on 12 pounds around there. And we went to FLK in 2020 with that, and we ended up blowing out the valve seals. It just grenaded. So we took the motor apart, and I decided to take the time to put some safety equipment in the car, and we ended up going with a SMW pre-bank cage for 8.5, and that my buddy 2J Truck did the fabrication on. We put it in the car and did a great job. And we ended up going with a True Fab parachute mount kit that was made for the 240 bolt-on kit. I would definitely recommend that kit. It's an easy install, straightforward. We ended up going with a twin setup. This year I wanted to get a little more serious into the build and get into the thousands. We ended up going with twin 6973s. We refreshed the motor. We put a boost cam in it, some new rings, new bearings. We kept the same TH250 transmission with a new converter from PTC, spec'd out for the car. We're running 28-inch tires, 3.3 gears. Car should be somewhere in the 8 seconds at this point, maybe 900,000 horsepower on around 19, 18, 20 pounds of boost. We're gonna leave it there for a while, and once we blow the motor up, we're gonna end up building a 408 stroker like that type performance, 2,000 horsepower capable. We're gonna keep the 6973 turbos with it, trying to make 1,400 out of that. These turbos are good for that, the billet. We're gonna end up putting a power glide in it and a solid rear end, and try to get us as most competitive as we can, getting to the 7-second range.
Hope you guys liked that interview we did with OVI'S nice 240 twin turbo LS. If you guys do like the content and you guys like to see more of this, drop it down in the comments below. As always, like, subscribe, share, and thank you guys for watching.